Go. Hi, so today I'm going to ask you a few questions on your ability to work with others. So can you give me an example of a time that you've had to work with others?
Yeah, a lot of the jobs I've had have been teamwork jobs. One example is I worked at Cold Stone for a summer, and it gets there's certain hours of the day, like right after dinner, and the late night rush that comes in. It's just a ton of people pack the store, and so really it's playing off of each other. Like, okay, one person's mixing here, another person's over here. We have to do the dishes intermittently because we only had so many blenders, and we had to replenish a lot of the stuff at the same time. So really working together to look and see what they were doing, what needed to happen, and what people were good at, because there were some things only the managers could do, and like even getting more ice cream out and making more ice cream was a huge process in and of itself. So really communicating with each other to make sure the customers were happy, to make sure they got the ice cream that they wanted, and to make sure that they understood what they were paying for. So
Okay, yeah. Going off of that, what are some things that did go well in terms of your group work, and other things that did not go so well?
So some things that did go very well was that I was able to really engage with the customers, and as were my coworkers. And so when we were engaged with the customers in a way where we were pleasant, and it was all about ice cream, and most people are usually generally happy when they come in for ice cream, that made the process a whole lot smoother. And so it just went really, really smoothly. Sometimes where we had to work on it was actually a lot with the cash register or with the paying. There were some people who didn't quite realize the cost of what it was when they came in, and so we'd have to sometimes explain, and people wouldn't read the fine prints on the coupons, and then they'd start getting mad, and we were like, it's ice cream. So
Good. And how can you take what you learned from that experience and bring it to your life now?
I've learned that working with others is done really, really well when you're in a situation that you really, really enjoy. So I've had some other jobs where I was like there because it was good money, but I didn't really like what I was doing, and so sometimes my communication with coworkers wouldn't go well just because I was disgruntled or unhappy in the first place. And so I realized that communication and teamwork comes together really, really well when everyone really wants to be there. The customers are happy, and we're happy doing what we're doing there. And so making sure that finding those jobs is hard, but it's really, really important to succeed in whatever position you're in.
Yeah, that's good to hear that you're looking for a job like that. My last question for you is, what would your reaction be towards employees that you don't get along with, and what would you do in order to be able to work better with them?
So in reacting, I think I would react, and depending on the situation would depend on how I would react. I'm pretty even-tempered. A lot of things don't really get me upset too easily, and I really do know how to keep it under control. So facial expressions might change, but I don't usually get confrontational. I usually do try to work it out with good words and a good tone of voice, and sometimes I can recognize that maybe the other person is worked up, and so if I were to start talking about something that was bothering me about them, I would recognize, oh, this isn't a good time, because they're not going to be able to maybe keep even head or just even temper. So I mean, even if we don't get along, try and work at that and see what it is about them. Maybe it's something about myself that I see in them that I don't really like, or maybe they are doing something that's just a small thing that I could just politely ask them to stop doing. Sorry, can you tell me the second question?
Yeah.
The second part.
You kind of already answered it. I just, it was, what can you do to work better with them?
Okay.
So, yeah, you already covered that.
Wonderful.
Anyway, yeah, perfect. So, thank you for coming in today.
Thank you.